Claire Morgan, 32, a quiet but emotionally exhausted painter from New York, returns to the rural town of Black Hollow, West Virginia, after the sudden death of her husband Derek in a car accident on a foggy mountain road. Claire's plan is simple: sell Derek's childhood home, close out his estate, and leave the haunting memories behind. The house sits near the edge of town, isolated, close to the infamous Black Hollow Road, a place locals refuse to drive after dusk. At the local gas station, she meets Walter, a gruff older man who cryptically warns, "If you hear someone crying at night, keep the lights off." She feeds on sympathy. Claire is shaken but shrugs it off as small-town superstition. But that night, she hears distant sobbing through the forest. She turns on the porch light, and sees nothing. The next morning, she finds wet footprints on the wooden steps, leading toward her front door. The town sheriff, Deputy Grant, a former classmate of Derek's, checks in on Claire. He mentions that Derek's cousin Tommy died the same way years ago, same curve, same fog, same road. Claire begins researching Black Hollow Road and stumbles on a disturbing legend. The White Lady of Black Hollow walks the fog. She appears to travelers as a lost bride. Offer her a ride, and you'll never reach your destination. Teenagers on TikTok post challenges about seeing the White Lady. 1. Emily Foster, recently vanished. Her crashed car was found at the edge of Black Hollow Road, driver's door open, no body, and a white handprint on the window. Claire starts experiencing waking visions. A pale woman in a drenched, torn wedding dress standing at the foot of her bed. The smell of wet roses in the hallway. Soft weeping behind the walls. She uncovers a local newspaper from 1897, detailing a tragedy. Eleanor Harrow, a young bride, was found dead in a creek near the road. Her fiancé, Jonathan Blackwell, never arrived for the wedding. Townsfolk claimed Eleanor was pregnant and cursed. Some believed she was murdered by Jonathan's family. Eleanor's body was buried without ceremony, no headstone, no church bells. Claire learns Derek's family name before changing it was Blackwell. Storms roll in. Fog descends over the valley. Claire decides to leave. As she drives out, her GPS routes her through Black Hollow Road, the only road not washed out by the storm. Halfway through, she sees a woman in a white dress standing in the road, her head bowed. Claire swerves and crashes into a tree. Airbags deploy. Dazed, she sees the White Lady walk slowly toward her. The woman opens the door and whispers, "Will he be there this time?" Claire blacks out. She awakens in the woods. Her phone is dead. Her car is gone. She walks until she finds the ruins of an old stone chapel, overgrown and forgotten. Inside, she finds a mirror nailed to the altar, reflecting only herself, until the White Lady appears behind her. Claire pleads, "You were waiting for Jonathan. He never came." The ghost shrieks, and the chapel quakes. A vision overtakes Claire. Eleanor waits in her dress. A torchlight mob drags her into the woods. They accuse her of cursing the land. They drown her in the creek. Her last word, "Jonathan." Claire returns to her husband's house. She digs under the floorboards of the cellar where she had heard scratching. There, wrapped in an old chest, is Jonathan Blackwell's journal, revealing that he had tried to elope with Eleanor that night, but he was murdered by his father to protect the family name. Claire takes the journal and drives back to the chapel ruins, now barely visible in thick fog. She finds Eleanor's unmarked grave. She reads the final passage aloud. "I loved you, Eleanor. They took everything from us. I'm sorry I never made it. Forgive me. The wind howls. The white lady appears. Her face, once twisted in sorrow, softens. She walks to Claire, touches her hand, and vanishes into mist. The fog lifts. Claire returns to town. Her face looks peaceful, but aged. Her hair is now streaked with white. She tells the sheriff. She's gone. But the road will always remember. A young couple drives through Black Hollow at night, laughing, headlights slicing through the fog. The GPS reroutes them. They turn onto Black Hollow Road. From the mist, a figure steps out. The car screeches to a halt. The bride in white lifts her head. She's smiling. Fade to black.